have to stop and go and redo it all. Oh, fuck yeah. That makes me happy. It's live.
First try.
First try, man. That's the first.
We're on the up and up from here.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good one. There it is. You just adjust that camera real quick.
And you're on YouTube too?
Yes, sir.
I thought you were only on fucking Facebook.
So with Three Amigos podcast, we were on Facebook. I wanted to do something completely different, and that is
I'm number 36.
fuck yeah. Does it say we're live on your page?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and share that.
Oh wow, there's like no latency either.
Yeah.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, man. So I love this camera. This is why I don't need a microphone. And like around here, I have 2 mixers and shit like that. Like Three Amigos, how we normally do it there, but on this one, I have none of that. Like, let's just go from there.
Hell yeah. Where'd you get that camera at?
So I bought that one. I bought that one on Walmart. Turn that down to there, and then there's that fucking share button. And once we get rolling. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? Stuff. I just realized I used the same bread for another one.
Yeah, I shared too.
Sweet. I just posted it on my page and everything like that. Yeah.
That sounded fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked. All right. So now we got good volume. Everything like that. All right. So I'll tell you, like I told just a minute ago,
Yes, sir.
the first thing about my podcast is I don't talk politics and religion. That's the way we keep. Like I feel like doing that, it keeps it professional and it keeps a good time with good homies.
Keeps it great.
And the second thing is if anybody hasn't told you that they're excited to see you today, just know that I am.
I was excited to see you too.
Oh yeah, brother.
Cheers.
I was like, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. So
It's been a bit, yeah. I don't really get to go to shows all that often anymore because I work nights and through the weekend, so I don't hardly get to catch any shows as often as I'd like to.
Oh, dude, see that part right there? That's the one thing I hate about working nights. It's like
dude.
either A, you're sleeping all day, or B, you have to work the fucking weekends.
Yeah,
My second job that I ever had was I was night stalking at Market Street on Georgia before they opened up the new one over here on Culture. And okay, that's the wrestling questions. Also, I have 2 AI generated questions that help me get started.
Hell yeah.
And so I apologize. Bear with me
You're
just
good.
a second.
Do what you gotta do.
All right, so there they are. So, like I said, working that night shift at Market Street, man, I missed a lot of shit. I missed, it was like New Year's one night. I missed 4th of July one night. Dude, I missed the chance to go and see Static X with Wayne Static.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there.
So that one was rough because it's like,
Rest in peace, Wayne, man.
yeah, that was rough because I really wanted to see that one. So it's like, you son of a bitch. I even told my boss, I was like, listen, man, I'll work Saturday if you just give me Friday.
I'll do whatever you want me to.
Because like I worked, it's like I worked Saturday, so it's like let me just, or I was like off Saturday. I was like, so just let me switch. I'll be off Friday, and then I'll come and work Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Dick Face was like, yeah, no, brother, not happening.
What a bastard.
No, man, fuck that guy. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably emphysema somewhere. Big fat bastard. Sorry, man. I'm gonna dive into these questions and then we'll go right into the fucking off.
All right, let's do it.
So the first one is kind of your basic ass question. Is describe your musical background and how you got started.
I had no musical background before Orb Demise.
None?
No. Whenever I moved to Albuquerque in like 2017, I was like, man, I really want to get a fucking drum set. I wanted to be a drummer first. But then I was like, man, my studio is like maybe smaller than this garage. It's like I have no room and I'm broke. I'm just gonna start doing vocals. It's free. I can do it whenever I want.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that ever since. And it took me like almost fucking 2 years to get a solid tone down. It took forever. It just, you know, sounding real fucking stupid in the shower for a long time. And then one day I was fucking listening. I was screaming along to some Spite. And I was like, oh shit, that sounded like something. I'm like, I'm getting somewhere. And then not until I moved here in 2022, I wasn't even looking for a band. I didn't even know there was a scene in Amarillo.
Right.
And then a friend told me that George was looking for a vocalist. So you want to put your name in the hat? I was like, I don't know. I'm scared. I've never done anything like that. And I said, fuck it, do it. And so George messaged me and he sent me Two Girls One Chainsaw. So I had a week to learn that. And Josh had no idea that I was coming in or that I even knew the song. Because I guess some other tryouts were just trying to freestyle to Two Girls. And I came in and I did it. And then we probably did it like another 10 fucking times because that was the only song I knew.
Right.
And then I came to practice the next week. And he's like, learn Bludgeon for next week. So I learned it, and then that's when he finally offered me the position of vocalist. I'm like, don't try to play fucking hard to get.
He's like, I want you to learn one song, and then if you get the second one, you're in.
And then he was like, have you ever written a song before? I was like, no. He was like, fuck. Yeah, that was a leap for me, was learning how to write songs.
Oh, dude, that's
So yeah, Horde is my first band. Fuck yeah.
So it's like my brother Jeremy said it best. Another surprise vocalist. But you've been practicing for as long as you have. It's like when I was talking with Jeremy. Well, I think you were watching that podcast, the Three Amigos with Odd Rod.
Yeah, I was able to watch some of it.
So we were talking with Justin because he was the honorary amigo in that one, and he's telling me, he's all like, man, we got 2 surprise vocalists. He's like, nobody ever knew. And to me, knowing that this is your first band and, like, you learning this shit, man, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, anyone can do it.
Oh, yeah.
If you really want it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stupid as fuck. I can do it.
I don't know, man, like, hearing your vocals, and now, I'm not trying to fangirl here, so don't, you know what I mean? But
I like it, dude.
And so hearing your vocals to your songs, I try to mimic them myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like almost the sort of songs I try to mimic them myself to see if I could, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I have my project and everything like that, and I try to do my vocals and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them have gotten nastier, some could use some work, but it's like, I remember we were talking about learning tips and tricks on how to be better vocals, and I use actually that tip that you told me where like the tongue to the top of your mouth and stuff. Yeah. And just some of them were just super gnarly, and some of them were like, you know what, maybe we should try something a little bit different.
There's always a little bit of tweaking that needs to happen when you do stuff because everyone's, everyone's anatomy is completely different. As long as it don't hurt.
No.
And it don't hurt the next day, you're good.
No. I've not had that issue yet. Like, doing stuff with my Corrosive brothers and the other project. I don't want to plug it here because it's like, sounds conceited.
No, dude, Corrosive Wrath, fucking. I'm thinking of your song. I'm thinking Cannibal Party. It's fucking Bond City Pile Driver.
Yeah.
My mind immediately went to your song instead.
Right. No.
But that song is dope. I can't wait for that to be actually released. That song is amazing.
Oh, dude, I can't wait either. So it's like I said, we're at the end of it. We have this super deathcore, like super like dun 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 dun, and then it's just straight nasty inhale, super mean vocals. That I was all like yeah, I took inspiration from you, and then Cannibal Corpse and stuff like that, and then I was like, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I love that song. Whenever you showed me one of those, I don't remember which show you showed me, but man, I was like, dude, this is fucking tight.
He's like, that one's gonna be anger.
Cannibal Party. Why didn't I fucking think of that?
Right?
God damn it.
He's like, you sons of bitches.
So good though, I can't wait.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for that. I'm excited. So
I would be too.
I can't wait to put it out. But it's not like back to you. You know, it's about you and your stuff. But it's not like that whole album, Death Awaits. Man,
Yeah,
can
man.
you tell us or anything like that? Like, what was like going into Death Awaits, and then how it felt when it was finally released?
It was a fucking weight off I'm sure everyone's shoulders in the band. It finally getting, because we were sitting on it for months. Like, we had all the stuff, and then it was just the album art that was really giving us trouble. We didn't really know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then George was being a bitch about it. He's being super picky about it, and then finally just commissioned someone else to do it.
Honestly,
And I was
man,
like, this is cool. I mean, this is fine.
honestly, man, that album cover is sick.
You like
Like,
it?
it really is sick, dude. I love it. It kind of gives me Haunting the Chapel or some Multiple Slayer vibes from like Haunting the Chapel, Angel of Death, or Hell Awaits. That's the one I was thinking of. Hell Awaits. Like,
Oh, yeah, it does get vibes from that one.
yeah, but when I see it, I'm like, oh, dude, that is fucking sick. And like I said, I told you and I told George, and I'm like, when I go skate, fucking headphones in, and that's what I'm listening to. It's part of my skate playlist, the entire album.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah, like most of the songs on there, 5 of the songs are already on Spotify. But there's at least 3 new ones, like At the Gates, Crematory Baptism, and Mortician for a Dead Hooker. Those are new ones. But the other 5 have been released, but they all got like completely like remastered and shit. The quality is just fucking crazy. Shout out to fucking Derek Corzine, the producer for that.
fuck yeah. Shout out to
He kills.
Derek
He
Horzine.
did some amazing work on that.
Dude, that is, like I said, man, that album, man, it's there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I can't praise it enough because
Thank you. I
it's,
appreciate it.
being a big fan of death metal, man, that just adds to it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
And Two Girls and Bludgeoned were actually re-recorded with my vocals on it, so that's dope.
See, I like that. I like how like the original version is still out there, so you can get the original,
Yeah.
and then you came in and redid it, which I like. I like both versions, but it's like when I'm listening to them, it's like I can understand yours over the other one.
I mean, well,
your vocals, it's like I can understand what you're saying over that other one, which is sick. Which is sick because shout out. I don't want to name drop, but shout out to the other singer, man, because his vocals were sick too. You know what I mean? Both y'all just sick vocals.
whenever George sent me Two Girls to learn, and I listened to it for the first time, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
He's like, what is that?
I'm like, I can't do that shit. And I just flat out told him, like, dude, I can't go that low. I can't just sound like a fucking gutted pig.
Dude, that's the sick part though, man. Like, just like when you can you pick squeal?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
On Morbidly Indulge, I have a pretty long pig squeal. And then on Two Girls One Chainsaw, on one of the lyrics, I pig squeal the lyric.
Fuck yeah.
So that's really fun. And then on At the Gates kind of has a pig squeal kind of vibe to it, but yeah, I can pig squeal.
I got a video to show you at the end of this. You're gonna be like, oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn how to pig squeal, like doing exhale. Because at first I can only do it inhale, like kind of cheating. Because it's real. Yeah, shut up.
I was gonna say, I guess I'm cheating then.
It's not really exactly cheating because a lot of people still can't do it inhale either. But I really wanted to learn it exhale.
So how do you exhale your pig squeals? Like, if you could explain to me how you do it instead of
It's really like the way you put your teeth in your mouth. Like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not warmed up. Fuck off.
No, man. Listen, not being warmed up or not, that was still sick. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't even know. It's like, you know what I mean?
It's mostly just tongue placement. Is what
So,
it
like,
is.
is it like
you're like putting your tongue on your back molars on your teeth. That's how I do it. Some bullshit.
See, man, like, well, that's something I have to work on because that is sick. That's sick. Just hearing it like that too is still sick. Like, I don't know, dude. Just hearing it from another vocal, it's like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When
Like,
I finally figured out how to do it, I was like, yes, finally.
he's like, I'm gonna call my folks. Guess what?
They're
They're like, I am.
And I didn't even know how to fucking do highs until I joined Oregon. I had to force myself to learn highs whenever I was practicing Two Girls for the first time.
Right.
I was like, man, this guy's got some pretty fucked up highs in this. I don't know how to do them, so I just have fucking do it.
Just like,
And they've gotten a lot better over time, but it is something that was, fuck, I struggled with heights for a long time.
oh yeah, yeah, just make sure.
Cool.
It's one of the things that's if I do that, I'm like PTSD from the other podcast. There's been so many podcasts that losing audio. I'm halfway through, forgot all the questions, and it's just like,
Oh no.
fuck. Which reminds me, Facebook actually, I was actually able to download the Horror Demise episode for the Three Amigos.
Oh, the very first one?
Not the very first one, the second one.
Oh,
And
okay.
we're gonna re-release it here soon, along with the Krungus and the original Discarcia.
Fuck yeah.
We're thinking about either releasing them through YouTube or we might
Alright,
just release
yeah.
them through Facebook again.
That'd be cool.
For me though, this is why I like doing it on YouTube, because all of my stuff, even from 2 years ago, is still on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been noticing that some shit on Facebook just disappears
Yeah.
because Facebook is just
Well,
bullshit.
it's like at first they were monetizing us for, and this is the one part. I don't know if it's because of like it's the DistroKid distribution or whatever, but it's like when we interviewed y'all and other people, we would get monetized and they'd ban our video because we're using songs. It's just like why are we getting this for interviewing the people who fucking wrote the song? It's
Right.
like, why is this and this happening? Because you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So it's
Facebook's
like
bad about that.
yeah, and so that's where it's like okay. I'm just gonna go in and download the videos and then re-upload them at another date.
Yeah.
Wait a little bit because you can still get them. But when I re-upload them, I just hope when I re-upload them, we can still get the comments that were there because that's what made the video. Too,
Yeah, for sure.
Everything like that.
Yeah.
So that's where it's kind of like, all right, so we took it to YouTube, we did that. That's the reason why we haven't re-released anything yet, is because we were waiting to figure out what we're gonna do.
I would just go YouTube.
Honestly,
I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe Instagram would work better than Facebook. I
there's
have no fucking clue.
see, it's like I bought this mixer that works only for the Zoom, like the Zoom meeting place. Yeah,
Only Zoom?
only Zoom. But the mixer's called the Zoom PodTrack 8. It's for podcasts. So like I guess if you record your podcast on Zoom and then re-upload them like later to whatever you want,
Yeah.
spent $300 on that. And
Yeah.
it's like I can't even get into Zoom, so it's like it just sits in the box now.
Damn.
Yeah. But then I realized I don't need no camera. I don't need no microphone. This camera does.
I don't need that bullshit.
Well,
I don't need it at all.
I don't need that.
I don't need
Cried
that
in the
shit.
corner a little bit.
I didn't care about that $300 anyways.
Just burn home with could have bought a new skateboard. But no, I do need a new skateboard. It's about time. I have an old Tony Hawk board.
God, I haven't skated in so fucking long.
Yeah, there's two of them over there.
I'll bust my ass. The only thing I ever learned how to do is ollie, and that's it.
Oh, dude, man! Since we're talking about skateboarding now, I used to go to John Stiff skate park all the time and just drop into the ball, air out. That's all I would do all day is just drop in, roll up, drop in, just air out and go from there. I was like, oh, this is sick. Love this shit. And then I got injured and fat and old, and it's like, I don't love this as much as I used to.
I remember the first time I ever tried to drop in on a ramp, and I fucking hated it, dude.
Oh, dude.
I never knew how. I've never done it before.
But you're just
So
like,
I just fucking, the board went completely under me, and I just fucking, bam, smashed my head into the ramp.
got up and walked away.
I was like, no, I'm getting out of here. But then before I really did try to leave, and some guy was like, where are you going, man? Come on. And he taught me how to drop in, so that was cool.
Yeah. Shout out to the ones who teach you, man.
Yeah. I was so young, and I felt so stupid.
I learned from just like watching everybody, and then I was just one day I got drunk and I was like, I had this friend. I called him my twin brother because we looked alike. Both of us long hair, skinnier, like not fat now, but like skinny, just. I can show you the picture too. It's funny, but we looked exactly alike. You know what I mean? So it was like I was like, that's my twin brother. I was like, hey man, check this out. And I just did it. Fucking drunk. I was like, oh. So then we went to the big park and just boom, just did it. And I was like, all right, let's go. Now I go to the park and I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't happening. No. I wanted to make sure. So there's my wife, my daughter, my grandpa, 4 dogs, and
How many dogs?
Fire.
Fire?
I was good. I got distracted, but there's 4 dogs in there. And so any distractions that's coming from there, I'm like, it's like there's a sign for a reason, motherfucker.
That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
I love dogs though. I want another one. It'd be my third if I get another one.
Oh hell yeah. I got a big pit bull you can have.
Fuck. What's his name?
Buddha.
Buddha. Oh, he's
No.
fat, huh?
No, he's like
He's just big.
he's big, but I can't give you that dog. My daughter paid me for it. That's hers.
Is that the problem dog out of the bunch?
Yeah.
Does he get out a lot or he
Yeah.
just doesn't listen?
Doesn't listen.
Oh, fuck.
Chews up ratchet straps. Just
Oh, no.
all the fun stuff.
God.
Yeah. So now, I'm sorry. So dive back into these questions real quick. The second one is we already know your favorite genre of music. We're talking about Three Amigos and stuff, so I'm gonna skip that one.
It's jazz.
It's jazz?
No,
What?
no.
He's like, I'm a big jazz fan.
Yeah.
This one says, tell me about your creative process when writing or composing songs.
Usually, I like to think of the title first, because the title will give the overall theme of the song, and then I can just expand on that. And sometimes I'll write lyrics ahead if the music's not done yet, and then I'll just fit it into whatever I got when the music's done. But I like for the song to be done first, so I can really just figure out those patterns.
I got you.
Because I think the patterns are harder than the fucking lyrics sometimes.
I got you.
And like some songs, like fucking goddamn it, Crematory Baptism, that shit took me like 6 months to write. That's by far the longest one.
Damn.
'Cause-
So was it just trying to find spots that fit, or
It wasn't just finding spots that fit. It was also I was rewriting and deleting choruses and rewriting and deleting verses and oh, this sounds better than here and I'll move this spot here. It was just that one was a fucking bitch.
right? You wrote Morbidly Indulged too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like writing that one?
Oh, dude, I was hyped for that one. I remember it was like because I used to work at Flamingos. I was the bartender there.
Oh, hood.
And every day they'll close for about 2 hours. So instead of going home, I stayed and I had my laptop with me and I wrote Morbidly Indulged in like an hour.
Hell yeah. You know, that's actually my favorite Horde Demise song.
Yeah, that one goes hard. I really liked that one. I was hyped for that one.
Yeah.
It's probably the goriest one that I've written too.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the one that we're probably gonna record soon.
Hell yeah. Are you gonna do a music video for that one, or is that one just gonna stay?
We do want to do a music video, but we don't really know which. We're debating between Crematory Baptism and probably Morbidly Indulged. But like with Morbidly Indulged, we're gonna need a bigger budget.
Ah, okay.
It's gonna cost a lot because we're gonna want. God, I want to use like practical effects and shit.
Right.
I want to see someone like get their fucking head cut off or something.
Yeah. Do some
Like
face.
fucking skinning them alive, fucking cutting off limbs and shit.
Yeah. That's fucking sick.
It's just gonna be like if we were to do it the way I want to do it, there's gonna be some fucked up shit.
Dude. Fuck yeah. I don't know how we'll follow that one. I like
I
that
have no
one.
idea either. I know Jerry from Odd Rot. I know he can do some practical effects, so I might need him.
Oh hell yeah. You have like another killer in this one, or is it? Because like that.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That definitely.
Maybe we'll expand on Justin's serial killer portfolio.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about that on his episode when I interviewed Justin.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I just wanted to go to the show and hang out. And he's like, next thing you know, he's like, I'm killing this bitch in the music video. And I'm all like, dude, that is sick.
Yeah.
I was telling him my favorite part of that video is you're singing and you just
I push her away.
Yeah, you just shove her fucking head out the way. It's like, oh.
Oh, dude, they cut as soon as she fell to the ground. We cut, and I was like, "Are you okay? I'm sorry."
He's like, ah.
She's like, "That was dope. That was good." I was like, "Okay." No, that part, like everyone's like, "Why the fuck do you hit her so hard?"
He's like,
And in the video, it does look like I shove her pretty hard.
Yeah, dude,
I
straight up just.
like but I really barely touched her.
Oh, dude, it's
Because
still,
she was a fucking great actor in that video too, so she was able to sell it.
dude, it was sick. I love that video.
Yeah, that came out really good. Shout out to everyone who came to that show to be in that video, because they made that video.
I want to be a part of the video.
You should be a part of that video.
I love them. I like making videos. They're great. I think me and B-Man told you about our little idea that we're not going to spoil here.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, he was.
I think y'all should do it for a different song, though. Because there's already a video for that song.
Yeah, this was more along the lines like a fan-made parody.
Give it like a. I'm not gonna say which song. I'll tell you after.
All right, but you know what I mean? It's just making videos is my shit. So being a part of one just means shit. So if you need someone to massacre, fucking, morbidly indulge or whatever, man,
I think we'll have you like jerk off in the corner or something.
Like, just fucking rip off cannibal corpses, just have bloody comment words.
Yeah, dude.
There's no skin left.
Oh, dude, that's gnarly. That could be a song title.
No. No skin left.
Fucking like jerk it off till the foreskin's gone.
Yeah, just like and still going at it, just vigorously. Vigorous jack sesh.
That's so fucked.
I knew I was gonna have fun and I knew I was gonna laugh a lot in this podcast. I knew it. I knew it once you were coming in. I was like, oh man, Anthony's coming. We're gonna laugh our fucking asses off. Gabriel Spencer, we are live on YouTube.
Fuck you, Gabriel.
Oh yeah, that sounds the bass player. He's the bass player. Yes, sir.
We haven't given him an official welcome, and we need to soon because he deserves it.
Honestly, man,
He's been fucking cranking out like reels and videos for promoting the album.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. He's kind of a psychopath though.
I'd like to talk with him more because I remember at y'all's Three Amigos.
Oh, he loves talking.
Me and him were talking about like podcasting and how to make this better, and that's really what I'm looking forward to do is any shape, way, or form that can make this better.
Yeah.
It's like
he's got like his own screen printer shit. I bet you could like print merch for you too.
Oh fuck yeah. Sepa Metal, Necrophilia did that on the Blood Freak video.
Oh, is that fucking Steve-O?
Yeah. Oh shit! In the comments. Oh, by the way, what's up, Jake? He says, "Sup, dude," in the comments, and then Gabriel Spencer, Slipknot still sucks.
This guy. He won't shut up about it.
He's like, "Fuck Slipknot."
I mean, there's like, I only listened to like one album by Slipknot, so I can't really say much either.
If I had to give you my favorite Slipknot album, I'm probably gonna got to do the self-titled or Iowa.
Yeah, those are the only ones.
You know what I mean? I listen to a lot of All Hope Is Gone, but my go-to is either the self-titled or Iowa.
I think their best song outside of those albums. Have you heard of Gematria? I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best song they have outside of that.
That one's sick.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'd like to, honestly, if there's anything about Slipknot, I would still like to see Slipknot in concert again. Because I got to see them with the original lineup with Paul and Joey.
Oh, no shit.
Chris and Craig.
That's crazy.
And then to see them now and kind of be like, oh, that's cool.
Their new drummer's fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Eloy Casagrande.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
Dude, I wasn't upset when they said Jay was leaving, but I was like, oh well, time for something new. But it was one of those things I was like, all right, see what Jay does, because I know he's sick. But
I think he's drumming for Suicidal Tendencies now, or some shit.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I think you may be right, because I think Dave Lombardo left.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because like me and my brother we're gonna go see Metallica in Denver.
Oh
and
shit.
it's Pantera and Suicidal, so this will be my
Oh,
first time
fuck,
seeing
dude.
Suicidal.
That's bad the fuck ass.
Dude, I am so excited.
I would love to see Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Pantera, obviously.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you a little funny story. When I was in high school, man, my style in high school was flannel shirt,
Fucking cholo.
straight cholo. You know what I mean? Embracing half of my heritage. But like, I walk around, skateboard, bandana in my backpack. You know, then when I go skate, same iconic look, just less blonde.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like so, I was listening to Suicidal and shit. And originally, when I wanted to start a band, the first time I wanted to be similar to Suicidal, but
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty dope.
But now we're doing all kinds of stuff, and I like it too. I like where it's going with this.
I like where you're going with your Bomb City Power Driver stuff too. That shit. Obviously, I already said it's pretty fucking sick.
Thank you, man. We're actually we got another one it's not necessarily a spoiler, but it's the second one being recorded. So it's like we have Cannibal Party, Pacos Chingasos, and then the next one is Bloodbound Affection. But we're working on two.
Title.
Yeah.
Do you come up with them?
No, so Kenny actually, shout out to Kenny. Kenny actually came up with Bloodbound Affection.
That's a good title. I like that.
So we have another single or two originals. We have two more originals coming out. Excuse one shout out to Rob. So Rob wrote one called Body Bag.
Body Bag.
Yeah. And then the next one is Blood Money.
I had a title. I have like a list of fucking bullshit titles in my phone, and one of them was Body Bag Witness.
Oh hell yeah. Well, so what's it like for you when you're coming up with these titles for these songs? Like when you're writing them down?
A lot of the time, I'm watching a movie or something,
and
I'll hear something, or I'll see like a situation, and I'll just give it some words to it, and I'm like, that sounds cool. But fucking, the only one I've ever been able to name myself is the newest one that we're gonna record, and that's 9mm Lobotomy.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one I've named.
Have you? So we played that What show at Zombies.
Uh-huh.
It was, What Corrosive.
Yeah, I remember.
And y'all.
It was fucking cold.
Was that the first night that y'all debuted? Were y'all to debut 9mm Lobotomy, or was it Morbidly Indulged?
No, we that was Crematory Baptism. That very last song we played.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Crematory.
Yeah. All right. So that was the one, and dude, I love Morbidly Indulged. When I hear Crematory Baptism live, I'm like, oh, it's like grinding the teeth. Just this is good.
Yeah, that one's just the basics. Basic, burning witches at the stake.
Oh yeah. Love that.
And the original title that George wanted was Purification by Fire. But I'm like, man, there's already like fucking 20 of those. And there's a band called that, and there's 2 albums called that. Like, let's change it up.
Let's do something different.
And then we thought of Crematory Baptism. I'm like, that's way better.
Yeah. So that's sick.
All of them, Morbidly Indulged, Josh named that one.
I like it.
Yeah. I was like, nice. I'm like, okay, we'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to name it Lamented Maniac. That's what I wanted to name it.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Lamented Maniac.
It's just as much as Morbidly Indulged.
Yeah, it was just like think about like when you're screaming that. You know what I mean? But then it's like,
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the song when you're doing that. Morbid. I'm just like, Hulk Hogan, fucking brother.
Yeah, that outro goes hard.
Dude, it's fun. I can't praise you enough for it because it's just.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Sick.
Yeah,
Sick jam, dude. Sick jam.
I think the best part of the horde, and most hordes of my songs, is just our outros.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking sick. But it's like I love in like a lot of the songs the skit, like the skit that's playing in the beginning, like
He's like our samples and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the one that was to, I think it's Mortician or.
Mortician doesn't have a sample.
No, was it Two Girls? It's the one that says grave robbing in Texas is becoming a big deal.
That's Two Girls.
Yeah, so that one I'm like, oh, dude. And I apologize for the names. Like I said, I promise to listen to the album.
It's fine. Yeah, I
promise.
get it. I get it completely.
So I'm like, I can't remember everything all the time, but it's just like I know when I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's yeah. I do the same shit.
But that one, like I said, it's sick. I love the intros. And then those are from movies.
I think most of them are. I mean, George picked out all the samples. I know for sure the one from Death Awaits. That's from. God damn it. It's from some fucking Rob Zombie movie, I think.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember which one. Salem? I think it's called. I don't fucking know.
I got you.
I don't fucking know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of Rob Zombie movies that I quit watching.
Yeah.
I like Rob Zombie, but so it's a very unpopular opinion on my end, but it's like 3 from Hell.
Mm-hmm.
I think a movie could have been better, but I get it. Rob Zombie did what he could with the cast and everything that he had, but if you ask me, I think he should have just stopped at Devil's Rejects. You know what I mean?
After fucking Captain Spaulding died. Yeah.
But I mean,
he Captain Spaulding.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's like
iconic, one of the most iconic clowns ever.
Yeah. It's like this motherfucker got blood on my clown suit. But no, it's just that the ending of Devil's Rejects. They get the shootout. They're driving towards.
Yeah. Like they should be dead.
Yeah, they should be dead. There's no way they live from that. But then you get into 3 from Hell. Nah, I get it. 3 from Hell is one of the things you brought them. They somehow survived.
Like I understand. Like he wanted to bring the franchise back.
Yeah.
But also I think that movie, the story doesn't really fucking matter.
No.
I think they just wanted a shock factor type movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's still a good movie, but I'm still just like, you could have just.
It's fine.
You
You
could
know, I
wrote
prefer the other two movies, but
Yeah. It's like the first Halloween I watched, but I won't watch the second one because it's just like, all right, whatever. And then
I like the Rob Zombie Halloween.
they're good. I didn't watch Lords of Salem.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's where that example's from.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know because I didn't watch it. It's one of those where I was just like,
I've never seen it either, but I know that's where the sample's from because Josh told me.
oh, okay. Then I know he did a cartoon that I love. Super Beast though, or it's like
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, dude, it's a cartoon that's an anime luchador who goes around and he fights the dead and shit. He's got like this big titty wife and shit like that. But he's like a big old fucking perv. There's this one part he walks into the club, he sees this stripper, and like his insides, it just shows his inside, and he has all this food, and all the blood goes from his brain to his dick, and then it just goes. You know what I mean? But it's like,
oh fuck.
Dr. Satan is Steve Buscemi, and he's
shit.
got a devil head on like a regular body, and he kind of talks gay, but he's trying to fuck this chick and become like Satan himself. It's just, dude, it's fucking stupid, but it's funny. Like it's one of those funny ass ones where it's like, what are you thinking, Rob? And he's just like,
I don't know.
dude, it's fucking great though. And then he redid the Munsters on Netflix. I didn't even know that either. It's pretty good. I liked it. Different, but it's one of those things that's kind of like, it's not like him. It's a kid, more like a family movie.
Oh, okay.
Can you picture Rob Zombie making like a family movie?
I imagine it's just trippy as fuck.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there where it's like, all right, but it's like it's still the same actors from every one of his movies.
Wow. He's like the horror movies Adam Sandler. He brings all his homies in.
It's funny, he had Diamond Dallas Page in Devil's Rejects and never brought him back into another one. I was like, oh, that sucks. DDP was that fucking bounty hunter. And he, during the trailer park, he goes, hey, your mom's on the phone. He goes, that motherfucker owes me $14.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, me and my brother actually snuck in to see the Devil's Rejects.
No shit.
Theater. Yeah. We went and watched Bad News Bears, and when Bad News Bears was open, we snuck into another movie and watched The Devil's Rejects.
Hell yeah. Dude, Bad News Bears is so fucking funny.
Oh, dude, that's so great. He's like, see you next year, bitches.
I fucking love that movie.
Dude, it does not get any better than that.
I know, right?
Anybody in the comments, if y'all have a question for Mr. Anthony, feel free to shoot him or whatever you want to say, feel free to shoot it. I'm going to dive into this next questions because even though we're having a good time, these questions are still pretty good, and I'd really love to hear your answers to them. All right, so number 4 is, can you describe a challenging performance experience and how you handle it?
I mean, fuck. There's a time whenever we went to El Paso to play with Go Ahead and Die. It's fucking Max Sepulveda and his son's band.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was dope as fuck. And I was like, I didn't want to cancel the show. I was sicker than a fucking dog at that show.
Oh,
I was dead. And my throat was like fucking thrashed already. And man, I just remember I drink like 2 beers. I don't like to get that drunk at shows. But you just gotta fucking power through it, man. There's really no other way you can do it.
Right.
Unless, like, I mean, if you come more prepared than I am, I guess you could, like, fucking take a shot of, like, cough syrup or some shit.
Right.
Or a shot of honey, anything like that. Yeah. Just to give,
that just make it warm right
Yeah.
there. I get you.
That's probably the best thing you could do, but I just fucking had to power through it.
Right. I've heard of people, like, drinking, like, a big glass of, like, warm or hot water to kind of, like, soothe that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, there's this juice. It's, like, turmeric, ginger, and some other shit.
That sounds great.
But it's like, it kind of like, it's like a warming, but it gives it that like menthol kind of. It feels like a menthol, like you put icy hot on your vocal cords, I guess. And you have that menthol like cool scent.
Yeah.
But I've heard of that, and I'd like to try that. But it's like it's good for like especially after like a whole hour set, and you're like, fuck,
Yeah, for sure.
That,
Anything that's like warm will loosen up those those muscles in your throat and shit. Fuck, dude. That El Paso show fucked me up. It was cool playing with like seeing Max Cavalera and shit, but he was like charging like $75 just to meet him.
Oh,
I was like, fuck that. Like, I don't care that much.
shit, dude.
Like, I'll see you on stage, motherfucker.
Honestly, reminds me, you've been to the Comic Cons at all?
I would love to.
Oh, dude, you go to a Comic Con and you want to meet somebody. I met 3 Power Rangers and it cost me almost $200.
God damn.
Just for a signing of a picture of them and a quick picture.
$200?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's like $80 a piece. And I was like, oh, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I grew up with you guys, but fuck, but I get it. Make money where you can.
I mean, if their show's not airing anymore, they gotta make money somewhere, I guess.
No, it's not. My buddy commented, I think your favorite is the Blue Ranger, and I hate the Blue Ranger.
Well, why?
When I met him, he was an asshole. Everyone says he's like the nicest guy. When I meet him, he's a fucking prick.
It's because you met him and he was tits. He was fucking
and so I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm like, fuck the Blue Ranger. There's Billy, David Yost, the nerdy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is your favorite Ranger the pink one?
Who isn't? You know what I mean? Amy Jo Johnson. Come on. Even Catherine Sutherland. Fuck. Like, I'd want a poster of both of them on making out on my wall. You know what I mean? I'd wake up to that. Like one in their turbo and the other one in their Mighty Morphin suit. Shit. Sign me up. Boy, could dream. Anyway.
That's great. Where did you get this thing made, dude?
So, I actually went through Amazon, and for $50, 4x4, all the way around, man. Just sick, all the way around sick.
That was only 50?
Only $50.
Damn, son. That's dope.
I
That shit goes hard.
actually have a Bomb City Pile Driver one too over the nut box over there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Maybe after this, I'll bust it out for you. It's just the same logo that we have. I don't want to change it. I can't change it now because Playsit's a bitch.
You can always change it.
I can. I'd like to honestly, I would like to find someone to draw it for me and add some like sick shit to it to make it better.
I can ask George, whoever did ours, because we have that. I'm sure you've seen the original logo that we had. It was a lot much more simpler.
It's probably been a while, but yeah, I think so.
But yeah, you can see it on any of the singles on Spotify. But we revamped the logo, and that's why it looks like the way it is.
Oh, you know what? I have seen it. Yeah. So, I guess through DistroKid, it puts y'all stuff on Apple Music. So that's where I have my playlist on my iPhone, and then my Android is for other things like work and shit like that.
Yeah.
No play on the Android. Only play on the iPhone. All right. So this one right here says, what techniques do you use to prepare for a performance, both mentally and physically?
Mentally, I don't really prepare. I don't even really warm up.
No?
I shouldn't. I really should.
Right.
But I fucking don't. I just do really get nervous. Sometimes I'll go back behind the stage and I'll, scream a few lyrics, like a verse or two. I'm like, all right, I'm at, and I'll always grab at least 2 beers on stage.
Right.
That's about it. I'll go run around a little bit, get the jitters away, because no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna get nervous for a show. It's just natural.
I still feel that to this day. I still feel it to this day.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
No. It's like he asked me at that what show. He's like, man, you ready to do a whole set? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I remember for my first show ever, we did it with Trench Rat at the Pondisetto at the brewery.
Oh fuck yeah!
And dude, I threw up on the side of the fucking building.
just from nerves alone.
Dude, I was terrified.
Oh dude,
I was like, fuck, I'm gonna forget all my lyrics. I'm gonna forget everything.
So is it one of the things where like you'll make yourself so nervous that you will forget lyrics, and then
it's like you don't even forget. Like I didn't forget at least, and even if you do forget the lyrics, which I still do, like as long as you know the pattern, no one's gonna know what the fuck you're saying anyways.
Right. Unless they really listen.
Unless they're a fucking like straight nerd.
Shout out if you're a straight nerd.
Shout out nerds.
Yeah, I'm a straight nerd, man.
I like the nerds.
It's cool because it's like iPhone gives me the chance to look at the lyrics of y'all songs.
Yeah,
And
we have
so,
all the lyrics are live on Spotify now too. So
that's
they're
me.
all, and they're time synced, so that's neat.
That to me, that's fucking sick.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude, that was a bitch doing that.
Trying to get them all time.
Typing out all the lyrics, I'm like, fuck, I misspelled this. God damn, I gotta go back and do this. And like, I gotta make sure my grammar is right. I look like a fucking idiot.
Right.
They know, everyone knows that I'm the only one writing lyrics.
You know what's crazy? We're talking about first shows. My first time on stage was happened to be in front of you and Trick Track.
That was at the fucking
at the bar
the
fight.
bar fight. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Dude, me and Christian were so fucking hyped for you, dude.
Oh, dude,
We were like, he fucking killed it.
dude, I'm still humbled by that because it's like, dude, like.
Because like whenever we saw you go on stage, me and Christian literally right away locked eyes. We're like, oh shit. And then you fucking did your thing, and then me and him both just looked at you. What? Like, he's fucking crazy.
Who fucking knew? No, dude, it was things. It's like I remember that show real well because it's also my wrestling debut, somewhat half-assedly.
Yeah.
I think you were there for that. I don't know if you saw that part, not the end. But so it's like for me, man. I'm in, I get in the ring to sweep up the glass, and Rob was just all like, "Be on the lookout for this guy, y'all." And then he says, "Bouncy, apologize," and I'm like, trying to keep it a secret. Look at him, and I'm all like, "You motherfucker!" He's all, and then he keeps going, and then standing ovation for sweeping the ring, starting with Christian.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And then once we're done on stage, it was Paco, or getting on stage was Paco.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, stop it.
Stop.
No, but it was like getting off stage and just being tackled by Christian, and then here you come. It was just like one big group hug jumping up and down.
No, that shit was dope.
Dude,
I love to see someone get on stage for the first time.
Dude,
That's legendary.
Dude, it's great. Fucking now it's like I get nervous, but it's like I've done. It's like you've done this a million times in front of.
I agree. It's mostly like the like just getting on stage. But literally, as soon as it starts, it's like it's going.
Yeah, it's just you just get through it.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Fuck yeah! See, we were actually supposed to do our first show not too long ago as BCPD.
No shit.
We were gonna do May 25th. There's one things like we're gonna have the in spot where it's like we do our set and then it goes into a free jam, but is what I was told was supposed to happen, and we had to cancel because Rob got sick and. We weren't ready anyway. I was like, nah, man, I don't want to rush this.
Yeah. No, definitely wait until you're comfortable. Until you know 100% that it's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I'm comfortable with it. I think I think we're going really well. I think we're going at a good pace. So it's like, it's crazy to think because just the other day I was thinking about it. It's like we've already been around for a year. Like we haven't played any shows or anything, but like our band page's been up for a year and. We've we got 3-4 original, actually 5 originals coming now, and just dude, it's just to me, it's just like damn, like a year ago, I started a new job and now I'm in a band and now we're doing this and this and this and it's just getting
it's a rush, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's getting sicker every moment. Every moment. I was actually decided I was gonna wear a mask for a good point of it.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. I decided.
I was like, I would never scream at a mask. You're fucking crazy.
So it's up there. It's that black one right there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I was going to do that, and actually we did the bar fights again, and I ran outside, put the mask on, and I did that one show in the mask, and was like,
everyone's just like, we know it's you.
Yeah, we know it too. To me, it was one of the things to hide my stage fright because you can see the redness in my face was my original.
No, dude, the redness is your face is from just screaming your fucking head off.
Yeah, but
that's gonna happen no matter what.
Oh, but it was just that's what that was for. And then after that show, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the mask. And then we did the expo, the West X Expo. And I also live on location the entire thing.
Oh yeah, I wish I could have made that.
All dude, you've been sick.
There's a few newer bands that I wanted to check out. It's like just like the Atomic Cheesecake. I wanted to see them because I love seeing just new bands come up. It's fun.
Well, September 9th, man. Go to the September 9th show. It's a trip at the morgue at the Atomic Yellow. and it's
Trip with the Morgue?
Trip to the Morgue.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna be Atomic Cheesecake, Just Garcia, Corrosive Wrath, and then the Trip to the Morgue.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Where are they from?
I have no idea. Honestly, man, I've never heard of them. I've been willing.
Trip to the Morgue.
Yeah, I've been willing to look. Like honestly, man, I've been trying to find new stuff for me to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't. I haven't, man.
To the Morgue. I spelled morgue wrong. Trip to the Morgue? It just says Trip to the Morgue. This is the only one I'm seeing. Is it them?
Yes.
They just dropped an album next year. And they have no bio. Cool.
It's like great.
Keep your secrets.
Yeah, I don't want to know anyway.
Fuck. It's probably lame anyway. So I'm just kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, September 9th.
All right, so I've never asked this question before, but I feel like it'd be pretty good. So it's like, how do you handle improvise? How do you handle improvisation, and what role does spontaneous play and use in your performance? Does that make sense?
Improvise?
Yeah. So
Like just like with anything?
yeah. So it's like to say if you did forget a lyric, or if y'all were doing like just like a jam in the middle of your set, just kind of like this, and you wanted to throw a few lyrics in. I don't know.
For improvise, like if I forget a lyric, I know the pattern.
Yeah, I think
So
yeah,
I'll
we
just
talked
fucking
about
Cookie Monster it.
that.
You know,
That's
and my dad always, the thing my dad said, if you don't know it, Scooby Doo it.
Just
It's just Scooby Doo. It's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's like, all right, that
But
works.
if it were like a free jam, like, I feel like George is pretty good at just pulling something out.
Right.
And
Is that how a lot of y'all's jams go? Like after y'all played your y'all songs, did you just after that's like just pull something out and see if it
sometimes
sticks?
it doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes.
Okay.
And like most of the time, if George is bringing us a riff, it's something he was working on at home.
Oh, okay.
You know. But I don't think anything's ever made it into a song from a free jam. But everyone writes different.
Right.
I don't think George really likes doing it that way, anyways.
Just doing like a free jam and then going
Yeah.
from there. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So it's like, do you have any experience working with other musicians or bands?
I mean, yeah, I've obviously we've never toured, not with this lineup. But we've gone out of town quite a bit now. We've gone to Dallas twice. We've gone to El Paso, Lubbock, and Plainview. And I think doing the Texas Death Metal Fest 5 in Dallas, I think that was the best one.
Oh hell yeah!
Because we got to talking with like Morgue Meat. Yeah, Morgue Meat. They're a fucking insane like slam death metal band.
Oh hell yeah!
And I got to talk with their drummer a whole bunch, and they're fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. We're definitely gonna come back to talking about that because I want to know more about y'all's trip to Dallas because I know
Yeah.
you said y'all played twice.
Yeah.
So I want to hear about the first one. And the
Oh, you
second.
don't want to hear about the first one.
Oh, I mean,
We don't talk about.
He's like the first one never happened.
and it never happened.
Yeah, all right, we'll go for
You asked George or Josh or anyone who came with us, Trey, to that show. Man,
that. It never happened.
did not happen.
So it was like I like that question because it's like do you collab with other people in our local scene?
I've only done it once, and I'm not gonna say who yet because I don't think I'm allowed to yet.
Okay.
But I have.
Okay. That's sick. See?
They're very known.
Okay.
You know them. Everyone who watches this knows them.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So we'll leave it right at that. That's gonna be sick.
Actually, I've done it twice, but I got to redo it for that
Okay.
second one
Okay.
because it was the technology wasn't working with us. It was working against us.
Okay. Would you like to collab with VCPD at any time?
Dude, I'll always collab with anybody.
Fuck yeah. I think it'd be sick.
You just let me fucking know.
I think it'd be
There.
sick if you come in like once we finish writing either Body Bag or Blood Money, it'd be sick. Maybe come in and just be like, hey, you want to jump in here, do that, whatever, and
Yeah.
just make it sound sick.
I was originally supposed to do a song with Krungus, with Josh with Beard,
Oh hell yeah.
and then they got signed, and then all that fucking bullshit happened, all that dumb shit, and then they're figuring out the new member thing, and then no one really had time, so they just went and did their own thing.
I got you.
But Krungus got signed, dude. That goes fucking hard.
Dude, that is
shout out to Krungus,
yeah.
man.
Shout out to them.
I fucking love Krungus.
Honestly, like speaking of Krungus, man, well, I haven't advertised or promoted yet, but thanks to Steve-O, I get to interview Gamicide
No shit.
on Pacos Chingasos.
Hell yeah, dude, that's
man.
dope.
And then
That's so cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited about it. It's like I'm excited about it. And then I get to live on location at the Rockwell, get footage and everything.
Yeah.
And
I'll be there at that show too.
talking to them, they were like, "Hey man, any footage you get, and, we want to use it." He's like, "We'll give you your props and everything like that."
Hell yeah, dude, that's dope.
Dude, I'm excited. Actually, I believe me and Steve-O were talking about maybe co-hosting that one, just so it's like I've heard of Gamicide and I've been listening to them since we've talked about it, but it's like I still don't know history and stuff like that.
You don't know the lore, man.
Yeah, I gotta learn the lore. Because it's like I'm a big, they're a big thrash metal band. I fucking love thrash metal. Like my two favorites is death metal and thrash metal.
Yeah, I came up on thrash metal.
I can listen to all, I listen to all metal, but like if I had my go-to, death and thrash. You know what I mean? That's talking about that. It's kind of what Blood Money is. I want a death thrashy tone.
Kind of like Revocation.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I was thinking more of like maybe Cannibal Corpse and Municipal Waste did a song together.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Just have that fast, quick play tone, and then just that.
Is it gonna be like a minute long too?
I honestly, that'd be pretty cool if it was, but if it's not, hey, we have two
small songs. I've seen Municipal Waste before.
Oh, dude, they're sick.
Yeah, I saw them at Warped Tour in 2016, something like that. It was the year Hate Breed and Guar were there.
Oh fuck yeah!
But yeah, that was actually my very first show too. Was that Warped Tour? I was like 17 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I grew up in a small town. I'm from Portales, dude. There's nothing out there.
I mean, but like, there's still a bunch of shows that come through Albuquerque. How far is Portales through Albuquerque?
Yeah, but it was also like fucking 8.
Yeah, that too.
And my parents didn't give a fuck about the music I listened to.
None of your family members listen to metal either?
I mean, there's a lot more that have come around now. Like my cousin Angel, my cousin Haley, my cousin Christian listens to it a lot more now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
But growing up
for a long time, it was just me.
Okay. Always the long hair and shit like that too?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. See, that's what's awesome about
And like my grandpa kind of, he's more on the more of the old school type shit. Like the 70s stuff, obviously.
Yeah, okay. I thought I listen to it all.
Yeah. But if I were to name, because you named your 2 genres, if I were to name my 2 genres, I'm very caveman-like.
Yeah, so what are your 2 genres?
I usually just go to death metal or slam.
Oh, okay.
I just love the ignorant riffs and just the intelligible.
I mean, honestly,
vocals.
man, some of those songs are just sick too. Just for me, it's just like when I was introduced to metal, which is shout out to my older brother, because my older brother took me to my first concert and then to my first metal concert.
Nice.
And my first concert was here, and it was Ted Nugent. So that was kind of like,
oh no shit.
Yeah, I fell asleep during Stranglehold.
God damn it, dude.
I was 10 years old, you know what I mean? And I don't care what anyone says, that song's about fucking, but that solo is boring.
Yeah.
That's a boring solo. I'm sorry, Ted Nugent, but Stranglehold solo is just boring. Just then just a bunch of other shit. I get it. It's not my cup of tea. Be that man, but it's like
I don't fucking listen to Ted Nugent anyways.
Right. But it's like my brother took me to the Gigantor of 08. And now this is I'll tell you right now, one of my hands down top number 1 favorite metal band of all time is Children of Bodom.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love Children of Bodom.
I would have never suspected that from you.
Yeah, Children of Bodom. Children of Bodom is my top number 1.
I would have never guessed that.
Really?
Fucking never in a million years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick. But yeah, the very first metal album that I ever bought for my own money was Blood Drunk.
No shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You make my first metal album that I bought sound kind of lame.
No, dude. No, not at all. It's just to me that was my first concert, so it was like I got to see the Gigantor, so it was was High on Fire, God Forbid, Children of Bodom, In Flames, and then Megadeth.
Damn.
So, and I may have got the lineup mixed.
Yeah.
I think Children of Bodom, but hearing like seeing Alexi Laiho get out on stage, hearing that keyboard and everything like that, I'm all for different shit, but it's like that was my very first like metal show, and I was like, oh, it's sick. But it was Children of Bodom that was Children of Bodom that brought me into. I was like, oh, dude, this is it.
That's a hell of a gateway, dude. That's crazy.
And then from there, man, but it was like listening to Metallica growing up my whole life, Slayers and like that. But it was like Bodom was my introduction to like heavier, more screaming and everything, not like thrash.
I see what you mean. Yeah. Fuck, excuse me.
Oh, you're good.
Shiner's getting to me. That's crazy that it's Children of Bodom that got you into that atmosphere, the heavier shit.
Oh yeah.
And Alexi.
Yeah.
He passed some years ago, didn't he?
Yeah. I on the day, so like I don't know the day off the top of my head, but like Children of the day that he passed, I listened to Children of Bodom all day.
Yeah.
Just because, but it's like my favorite skater was also a big fan of Children of Bodom. Chris Cole.
Shit.
Chris Cole.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Chris
Cole fucking loves Children of Bodom.
Chris Cole was actually
crazy.
Children of Bodom did a music video called "Was It Worth It," and it's Jamie Thomas, Chris Cole, Tommy Sandoval, and there's a few other guys from the Zero team.
That's crazy.
Oh, the Fallen team. It was the Fallen team skating, and like Chris Cole does this big old kickflip over Alexi Laiho while he's doing this solo, and it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, Chris Cole has 2 Zero boards that are the Grim Reaper, and it's Children of Bodom.
I've seen those boards. I didn't know that's what that was.
Yes, that was the Children of Bodom Chris Cole board.
That's fucking crazy.
So you know what I mean? So it was like,
wow.
Yeah.
I learn something new every day.
Yeah, brother. Children of Bodom was my introduction. They have a special place in my heart.
That's so cool. That's so cool that it's Children of Bodom, because a lot of people's isn't that. It's a very
different.
It's a very different pull getting into heavier music.
Dude,
and like mine was like it was Lamb of God.
Oh, dude, see, I
like hearing like those vocals.
Yeah, dude, Randy's got sick vocals.
Yeah, he's really good. And age hasn't affected him at all. It's crazy.
No,
but like my introduction to like fucking death metal. It was fucking Death Clock, dude.
Yeah, same here. That was my introduction to Death Clock.
Fucking Metalocalypse, dude.
You know what I mean? It's like I love Death Clock so much, it's tattooed on my arm. You know what I mean? That's
Is that the gear?
Yeah, so it was their album, the song. It was if you watch the Gears music video, you'll see the gear turning with the pendulums down here. And so that's what I wanted was the gears to the clock.
That goes hard.
Yeah, man. So Death Clock was my introduction to death metal.
Dude, I remember seeing that because I didn't understand it. I was so young.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? That fucking legendary intro for their show.
Do everything for Death Clock. Do everything for Death Clock.
If you look on the fucking lyrics, dude, what it actually says, it's not even that.
Exactly.
It's just like doodly dumb TikTok or some dumb shit. I'm like, fucking Brandon Smalls is so stupid.
But it was sick. It's still sick, but we do have a new comment, and it's from Gabriel. He says, "Grandma came to Bearfest 4."
Oh yeah, my grandma did come to Bearfest 4.
Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, she finally was able to make it to a show. There's probably a lot of people who remember that because I shouted it out, and I said, "That's my fucking grandma right there. Y'all protect her with y'all's fucking life."
Hell yeah, dude. I wish my grandparents come do shit like that. I actually just talked my wife into coming to the first show. She's actually seeing me on stage.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, and she brought my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the video I'll show you, man. You'll see it all. It's great.
Sick.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, my grandma came literally half a set before I went on, so she barely made it.
Oh,
and she's not doing as good as she used to be. She kind of needs a walker now.
I got you.
So that it meant a lot for her to show up.
Dude,
I was like, no, fuck it. I was trying so hard not to cry on stage.
Oh, honestly, man, I would honestly. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't been to a Bearfest. I haven't yet.
Dude, you need to.
So they announced Bearfest 5. I'll be there. I actually asked him if I could live on location. Pacos Chingasos out there.
Oh, they'd be all about it, I'm sure.
But yeah, they were. They were like, yeah, man, just trying to get it set up. But for my thing is I've been growing up. I've been in and out of the metal scene. Just I'm human. I have my times where I'm very introvert and extrovert and shit like that. So in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's like I'm excited to go to my first Bear Fest and check it out.
Dude, it's amazing. And
sick.
I hear this one's just gonna be fucking massive. Alex wouldn't give me any hints. Yeah, I pried him, but he wouldn't give it to me. But he said they're supposed to have a really fucking insane headliner.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be so good.
And Gabriel was actually the one who saw my grandma come in, like he was doing the tickets, and he was like, "No, like young ladies, pretty young ladies coming for free or something like that."
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's shout out for Gabriel for that one.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, for real.
That is so cool, dude. Hey, right. You get back to these questions and we get right back to fucking on. It's so what do you hope to achieve with your music and what message do you want to convey through your performances?
My performances, I just want something to be remembered, something brutal, and hopes of having the music self-sufficient, just like anyone.
I got it.
Because the heavier it gets, the fucking less money you get in it.
Yeah, I get you.
But I'd really just like the band to be self-sufficient mostly. That's like my hopes for now. If it gets beyond that, then the bar will get higher.
Right. I'm
And
gonna say if there's anything to be remembered for is this great picture right here.
fuck you. It's a funny ass picture though.
Dude,
That's why
that is,
I posted it.
dude, that is the greatest picture ever.
I look so fucking crazy bug-eyed.
Yeah, like you do. Like,
Get that zoom in.
Yes.
See if the camera can pick that up.
Look at that.
Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it. That right there. That's one thing that I always remember is when I see this picture, I'm like, that's my buddy right there.
Man.
And that is, to me, that is a sick picture though. It's my favorite picture.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure.
I'm like, that's a great up close personal. Like this is, you know what I mean?
I wish I could remember which song it was that picture was taken. Fuck, dude. That thing, that just looks vile.
It's great though. It's so
It is great. That's why I posted it. I'm like, I don't have anything like that on here, so post it.
Get it. It's like your profile picture. I was like, should I use this one or should I use the profile picture? This.
Oh, for the promo for this?
Yeah. Well, I was like, no, I'm gonna do it right and use the profile picture and we'll go from there. But still, man, I was like, that's a great picture right there.
Yeah, that profile picture that I had was actually taken in Bomb City bar fights too.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, that was the first one we did. It was fun though. That shit was crazy.
Yep.
I thought someone was gonna fucking die that night. That shit was scary. Fucking who's that old man that comes on sometimes?
The Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher, dude. They're like stabbing each other in the face with like broken scissors and a pencil and shit.
Oh, dude.
And then homeboy got bottled with a real fucking bottle.
Like,
that was fucking nuts.
I remember the time y'all played. I had to leave early that show. Fucking forgot what we had to do, but I was like, oh man, I think it was on call.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were probably on call because I remember you. A little bit after that, that was whenever me and you were playing zombies quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean I still get down on some zombies.
I still can too, but man, I got this PS5, and I guess it's just Cold War, dude. Because Cold War is still running like shit.
Yeah, it's just Cold War, and I mean honestly just.
But
I know you're playing a Monster Hunter, right? Or you were?
I might be playing fucking Monster Hunter.
Dude, I'm everywhere now. Like just different games.
Yeah, I agree. I play Monster Hunter. I just got that new game, Clair Obscure 33.
Oh, okay.
That's really fucking good. Before I got here, I was playing Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, okay. That's where you get the mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, catch this boy.
Yeah.
I played it on the Xbox, man.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. And but I heard that all the old school maps from Black Ops 2 are going to be revamped. I'm like, that's the only reason I'm going to buy this fucking game.
So
dude, I want to play Mob of the Dead again.
Yeah.
So fucking bad.
So for me, man, I quit playing Black Ops 6, and it's been 2 months. No, 3 months now that I played Black Ops 6.
I haven't touched Call of Duty since we played fucking Cold War.
Oh yeah, and so I was so close to beating. So I beat one Easter egg so far, but they give you a tutorial on how to beat it, which is sick, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. But so I've beaten one Easter egg so far, and I want to beat the other ones, but it's like you need a team of 4 to do it. And just
Damn.
But it's like I was getting frustrated with Call of Duty and shit like that, and I was like, fuck it. So I quit playing Call of Duty, started playing Skate 2 again, which we're gonna talk about. Skate 3. Minecraft, jump back on Minecraft.
I downloaded Minecraft.
Minecraft. Well, shout out to my buddy Kenny. They got this thing called a realm now. You get like 20 of your homeboys into the realm, and you can play the realm even when the creator's not on.
Damn.
So you can get on the realm, but now they brought in bulldozers and mini excavators and drill dozers. Oh, dude.
Damn.
Dude, it made the game so much fun because I don't spend 4 fucking hours digging this big hole down to try to find iron or anything like that. Now I just get this dozer and it does it for me, just straight down. I'm like, yeah, let's get it going, But then I downloaded Cyberpunk again, so I was about to get down on Cyberpunk
Fuck
again.
yeah, dude! I'm still on my first playthrough of Cyberpunk. Dude, I bought that shit when it first came out on my fucking PS4. I'm like, oh my god, this thing's fucking train wreck.
Yeah, just the bugs, the lags, the glitch, everything. And then finally,
loading, you just see your fucking hands floating in the air and dumb shit like
3-4 years later, finally the game is better, and it's just
dicks are showing out of the pants.
Yeah. I finally beat the story, and there's this whole fucking sex scene.
That's fucking spoiled.
That's it.
I haven't beat it yet. I'm this close.
Oh shit, my bad. All right, my bad.
But those sexes, dude, they go fucking the extra mile on those things.
Yeah, there's nothing uncut. Nothing uncut.
Fucking hilarious.
Just straight into, I'm just like.
I brought in my wife Ashley. I was like, "Do you want to see why this game's so infamous?" And I just X it just shows it. She's like, "What the fuck?"
She's like, "Oh my god!"
I'm like, "Yo, now you see why I can't play this game around the kids."
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I was playing it, I think my in-laws would come over. I'm just
turn this off.
Yeah, I was just
play some Minecraft or something.
Yeah, I had to come back and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I can only play that whenever I'm like by myself. I can't have anyone in the room.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, so last question of these, and then we'll go into the rest of the shit. So this one says, tell me about your favorite performance experience and why it was memorable.
Definitely the fucking music video one. That was fucking crazy. Because, dude, Rhino, I mean, I'm sure most people in town have seen that video that have seen it. Rhino did insane fucking work on that. And the process of like, I had to come in like 3 or 4 hours before showtime to do that extra shit, me pushing her down, that dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then playing the song 3 or 4 times and just seeing everyone go, putting it 100 all the way through every time we played it. That shit was fucking insane. I'll never forget that. And it was at the old Atomic Yellow too, which is even fucking cooler to me.
Hell yeah, it's got a bunch of history into it.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, like I said, it's still one of the best music videos that I've seen, and
thank you.
So it's like
that's all thanks to Rhino.
Hell yeah, I love the fact that now I get to be a part of this scene and enjoy this stuff with y'all, and check out the music videos.
I miss the old Atomic Yellow.
Sorry, make sure we're still good.
We still got audio? We good?
We are. Okay, there it is.
Cool. That old Atomic Yellow was dope, but man, what really fucked us was the parking. I think it was the parking that got him kicked out of there.
Yeah.
But, dude, that new place is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
I got to play that new stage once. It was sick.
I missed the stage.
I want
to get back on it as soon as possible. But first we're going to, get this line of bullshit figured out.
Right.
But we are going to record a new song here soon, so that's pretty dope.
Oh, yeah. So there's a new drummer now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Josh did say he wanted to record it though, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he messaged me not that long ago and he said, "Dude, we need to record this song. Like, it needs to be heard."
Right.
I'm like, I agree. This song is way too fucking hard. Just scrap.
All right, just get in there and do it.
Yeah, dude.
I like that. So now here we are at the end of the questions. We got hour and 14 minutes.
Oh shit! Damn, already?
Yeah, dude. Time flies when you're having fun with your buddies, man.
It does.
Like I said, say at the beginning, I think you and I became good friends quickly, and anytime that I get to hang out with you, I cherish the moments. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like just sit here and doing this podcast, just sitting here just bullshitting.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's very fun.
And so Caesar's like, you make me laugh so much, man, and I love it. You know, it's like I finally like there's someone else that can make me laugh my ass off. Let's get it. But we were talking about playing in Dallas, the fun time that doesn't exist,
Oh,
and then the
fuck,
second
man.
time. If you could tell, all right, I'll tell you what. If you could tell us a little bit about the first time, why the experience kind of sucked, and then why the second time revamped it, made it better.
So the first time we were playing at Haltom, and I guess it leans more towards Fort Worth.
Okay.
But those cities are basically right next to each other. The same thing, DFW. But we were playing at the Haltom on the big stage, and it wasn't an insane turnout, but it was fine. But certain members were too fucked up.
This sounds
and
familiar.
Just did not perform the way I would have liked them to. And we had to stop an entire song in the middle of it. And like, man, it was just that's really the only thing was the performance in that one song. But other than that, all the other bands were dope as fuck. And like we played with Kill Everything. Fuck, I can't date. A lot of them have some fucked up names. Tyrannical Deception. We brought them here one time. No, Chemicals wasn't there. Fuck, I'm trying to remember. But getting there was fine. Trey and Crystal got us there. Getting there was fine. Unloading and shit was fine. I'm trying to think. No. There was no gear issues, thank God. We almost had a gear issue in El Paso, where we almost had to cancel while we were there already. But it was mostly just that one song where we had to stop in the middle, and it was just fucking embarrassing. Because it was our first time out of town with the new lineup.
Right, and so just like, something to just,
yeah.
And so then the second time playing it.
The second time we were there as a 3-piece, and I didn't know, but there's a side stage there that's just right outside the big stage, and that's whenever we were doing Texas Death Metal Fest 5, and we were like with Perico, Chemicals, Morgue Meat. There's this other band that was a 3-piece. They opened and they were fucking insane. I'd have to look at the flyer to remember, but like. We talked with pretty much all the bands that were there, and everyone was so fucking cool and like super welcoming. Because I guess I've heard stuff that you don't get that all the time, where the bands are just super cliquey and shit. Right. But they welcomed us with open arms. They were excited to see us, and we were excited to see them. We sold a good amount of merch, was fit, pays for the gas money. Right. And then just right next door, we were playing next to Warbringer.
Oh, dude, that's
and sick. Fucking Alagion and some other band. I don't remember. But yeah, in between sets, you can just hear them going fucking crazy over there. And they would just let us go over there whenever we wanted and just chill and watch that band and come back. Yeah.
Did you get to actually check out Warbringer? Mm-hmm. Dude, that's sick.
I did. They were fucking insane.
A lot of moshing going on in there too.
No, I think the venue was too big, and there wasn't enough of a turnout. It just felt very spread out.
Oh, I got you.
Like there was a fuck ton of people there. Don't get me wrong. It was just a massive venue.
I got you. Yeah, that's still pretty sick though.
But the one that I remember the most there was Morgan. Dude, they're fucking disgusting. Oh shit! And they released an album I think last year, and they toured for it in Mexico. I'm like, that goes hard.
Fuck yeah. Dude, that is so sick to hear. Like, I remember back in the day they used to do like the West Texas Death Fest here.
Yeah.
I'd go to those 2 days.
I think that was Jerry's thing. He used to bring it here.
Yeah. And they do like 2 days of like. I remember the first time I seen it was at the old War Legion building.
Damn son, that's way before I got here.
Yeah, dude, I was like 14, 15 maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe 16, somewhere in that age
That's
group,
young.
Just taking them out and shit. But I was like, oh, this is the shit, and then we'll go check it out. Actually, I had to see Lazarus AD.
No shit.
and
You got to
Oceano.
see fucking Lazarus AD.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, dude,
God damn. That's a fucking
They came
that's a crazy
through-
pull you just said. Lazarus AD.
I believe they came through like the World Legion now. I may be wrong, but I remember like Lazarus AD and Oceano.
Dude, Lazarus AD is insane.
But
They're like, I think they only put out like maybe an album or two, and then they stopped because unfortunately their drummer died.
yeah.
Because I've been listening to them since like fucking 7th or 8th grade.
I think I had their signature.
That's
their
fucking
signature on my shoe.
Crazy, dude.
Like I was wearing DVS's and he signed my shoe.
That's insane. Lazarus AD, man.
It
I'm
was-
so jealous of that.
It was sick. It was sick. Now I may be wrong. Maybe it wasn't Lazarus AD, but I mean
I really hope it was.
I hope it was too. But dude, it was so long ago.
Because
World
that's
Legion, I
an
think.
insane name to pull out.
I remember Oceano,
Mhm.
but it was man, it was sick. It was just all of it. Say, but honestly, man, I've seen DRI here like 3 times.
Damn.
I seen a dude get knocked out in the pit during DRI. And the cool thing to me was the same dude that like tried to shoulder check me.
Oh, he got his karma.
Yeah. And so I was pretty pleased with that. Seeing him on the ground, just I was like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Shoulder check me. You laid out. Get fucked up. Get fucked up.
That's funny as hell. That's crazy though. I was too young to be around for those War Legion days. I really wish I was around for it, but I was just too young.
Honestly, man, now that I think about it, like, especially with like you guys being here, you know, Trench Rat and just Garcia, you know, it seems that this metal scene that used to be here at one point in time is making a big comeback, and I mean, the comeback. I always believe that the comeback is slow, but I believe it's there. You know,
It's a process, man.
especially with like Bear Fest and you know what Bear Fest brings, and then now bringing in like venues. So it's like the Atomic Yellow is still here.
Dude, shout out to Atomic Yellow.
Yeah.
Fucking huge shout out to Atomic Yellow. Fucking Tony and Jared.
Yep.
Man, they're doing some good fucking work over
Oh
there.
yeah, they are. But then there's the whole Rockwell Event Center too. That's doing good
that's
shit.
brand new too, and they're doing some big shit. They got Upon and Burning Body there and Left to Suffer.
Oh dude, that was sick
They
show.
we played with Frozen Soul at that venue.
Yeah, I was supposed to be at that show, man. Then I got called out for fucking work.
Bastards.
Dude, I was pissed.
Fun. It was so fun.
I was so excited to see that. Like I was like, oh,
I'll
motherfuckers.
never forget it because I went on stage for Morbid Effigy for a Frozen Soul song. I went up there for John Gallagher's part from Dying Fetus.
Oh fuck,
And I
yeah.
did that.
Straight killed it.
To me, I did. I don't know about
So how
anyone
did
else.
that come on? They were just like, who knows this part?
No, I just got up there and I said, "Give me the fucking mic."
And
he
just
he
did
just gave it to me. And the coolest part is the singer, Chad, was wearing a Horde to My shirt for the set.
Oh, dude, that is right there, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hands
That's
down.
fucking, what do they say? Cream on the crop?
Yeah.
Fucking frosting on the cake, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
frosting on the cake, man. I'd love to see somebody up there wearing a Pacos Chingasos shirt. I'd be like,
I'll
oh.
do it.
If I had,
Whenever the fuck it is that we get on stage again.
right. And here's the thing, man. I have a shirt, just one. I got it made for the expo,
Uh-huh.
and I've been out of work for 2 months now. So
Damn.
yeah, whatever money I get, and it's hard because it's like I live in bills or everything.
Dude, I feel you.
I spent-
fucking feel you there.
I spent a little bit on this thing right here. So all the angle I already had because there's a big tool shed in the back that I've welded together and
Yeah.
and shit. But I was like, you know what? I need something to hold my 4x4 banners because, you know what I mean? It'd be cool to have something to like promotion in any shape, way, or form. Like,
Oh,
you're not
absolutely.
gonna miss that.
It looks heavy though.
a little bit. I carried this bitch from the backyard all the way up to here, just shimmying with it. So it was like, it is heavy, but to me, it's one of those things that's like,
It ain't going nowhere.
yeah, it ain't going nowhere. And then when I do bring it in to do live on locations, you're not gonna miss it.
Yeah, definitely not.
It kind of sticks out like a sore thumb in a good way though.
In a very good way.
I was like, it all came out super sick too, and just like it's like I remember when it came out with the other logo. It was supposed to be like this goblin demon, fucking all horns and hoodied up. I was like, nah, that's not me. This
No,
isn't
it's
me.
not.
I was like that right there.
Absolutely. That looks sick. That's good work right there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It is. I told myself we're gonna do this. So no, man, we were talking earlier about skate. Let's talk a little bit about
man,
skate.
dude, fucking skate.
Skate 1, 2, 3, and
God,
4.
4 coming up. Man, fuck you, Christian. Getting a goddamn beta. Man, I wish I got a beta to that game.
I did too.
I grew up with skate.
It's like, fuck you, Steven. He let me play it at his house the other day, and I was just like, oh,
Shared love.
just getting down, just fucking skate, man.
Skate goes so hard. I remember fucking, because you gotta like buy the decks and like all the clothes and shit. And I figured out a way to fucking cheat that. Do you remember that you could play skate against other people?
Yeah.
Like you'd call them up and challenge them to a game of skate.
Yeah.
And I figured out how to do like fucking laser flips and like inward heel flips.
Yeah.
And you just do like a 360 every yeah.
Yeah.
And if you put a 360 in it, they never landed. So I would bet them 10,000 every time.
Right.
And I would do it like 5 or 6 times, and then I could just buy everything in the store.
That's what. Yeah, I remember that glitch now. I did it on it was the first skate because the second one. I remember the first one. It was like you were a nobody, and you started and you skated, and then you build your way up to a sponsorship, and then you start getting money through your boards.
Were you able to pick the sponsor? I don't remember.
Yeah, you can pick your sponsor.
I think the very first sponsor I picked was Blind.
Blind?
Yeah.
I always went Mystery.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I always went Blind.
It was either, for me, because like I used to have Mystery skate decks.
It started you off with like three sponsors you could pick from, and then you get to another tournament and you can pick a different sponsor.
Nah, it was, I remember it was like, the first sponsor you would get would be your board. Or was it your shoes? It was either your shoes or your board. One of the two.
Are we talking skate 2 or skate 3?
I'm talking about skate 1.
I'm thinking skate 2.
Yeah, skate 2. Skate 2 was the same-ish. I remember if you did.
I remember if you got like to a different tier of competition, you could eventually you'd pick another sponsorship.
Yeah, but it'd be like either your trucks or your shoes or your wheels, because like you only had those and only 4 you could use.
So dude, it's so fucking long.
Right. So that's the only reason why I started playing Skate 2 again. I downloaded it on the Xbox. I was like, all right, let's get this. Well, actually, I own.
It's the only reason I'm jealous of Xbox.
It's because of
Skate. Because y'all just have it on Game Pass. Fuck you guys. That's it. That is it.
That is it. But yeah, remember, it was a good time. Good time. If you don't know, go back and check a couple Three Amigos podcasts ago. Me and this guy get into a big old comment war over Xbox.
Oh man, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I was at home laughing my ass off.
Oh, dude, that night.
You were fucking in your feelings that day.
Dude, I was so fucking mad, and it wasn't even because of anybody in the comments. It was just
the day you had.
It was just it was the day, but it was just like you can just hear it in my voice. I'm just like.
I was like, oh, he's pissed.
He's like, oh yeah,
Xbox sucks.
Time to fuck with him. I know. I remember you being all like, you would have a picture of a dude in thongs. I was like, well, I am into wrestling. But no.
Wrestling too.
It's just like I said, it's playing Skate 2 all over again because it's just like for me, man, there's those intro videos, like with all the skaters acting and shit.